Pharmaceutical operations often diverge from the plan. These departures provide the specific data needed to improve a manufacturing system. We call these departures deviations. A deviation occurs in the exact moment when actual activity on the facility floor differs from your approved standard operating procedure, or SOP. To resolve these departures effectively, QA teams use a precise three-step analytical framework: observation, gap, and impact. Adopting this specific sequence transforms isolated mistakes into proactive systemic controls. Let's apply this framework to a minor deviation. Here is the observation. An operator finishes cleaning a stainless steel vat, but leaves the required logbook completely blank. Next, we identify the gap. By plotting the delayed documentation against the completed activity, we see a clear departure. The SOP explicitly requires concurrent, real-time entry. Finally, we define the impact. A delayed logbook entry introduces a strict data integrity risk. Even a simple delayed signature breaks the chain of legal traceability, making it impossible to confidently verify exactly when the equipment became safe for the next batch. We scale up to a major deviation. The observation, a critical process parameter, like temperature, falls outside defined limits, but the operator ignores it and continues manufacturing. This control chart illustrates the gap. The temperature line breaches the upper limit, bypassing a process stop milestone. The SOP dictates an immediate halt. The impact is severe. This major compliance failure means the batch will likely require extensive rework. To mitigate this deviation, the immediate required action is to hit the emergency stop and physically isolate the material with a QA hold tag. Ignoring major deviations scales an isolated parameter failure into a severe batch-wide financial and regulatory disasters. Now consider a critical deviation. The observation: an operator is actively dispensing powder from an unapproved, totally blank, and unlabeled barrel into a mixer. Pause the video and use the framework to define the gap and impact. The gap is a verification failure. The SOP mandates barcode scanning before dispensing. The impact is a major audit observation and a severe product safety risk. Critical deviations of this nature directly compromise patient safety, making rigorous verification steps absolutely non-negotiable. Prematurely ending an investigation by blaming individual operators for human error is a common industry mistake. Stopping at human error fails to uncover systemic root causes. It ignores problems like unclear SOP language or insufficient training schedules. This fishbone diagram shows the professional alternative. By utilizing corrective and preventative actions, or CAPA, you trace the error back to its true root cause to fix the underlying structure. A robust quality system protects its personnel by fixing bad systems, ensuring the exact same deviation cannot physically repeat. Every deviation must follow a 7-step life cycle: identify the issue, report the details, take immediate action, investigate the root cause, assess the impact, define your CAPA, and execute proper closure. Standardizing this deviation management lifecycle builds a baseline of system reliability. I support pharmaceutical teams by offering expert SOP gap analysis, documentation correction, and practical GMP and data integrity training. Adopting this framework is the definitive step to transition your team from reactive firefighting to proactive, audit-ready